If you hit a wall every afternoon, that 2 p.m. crash where your brain turns to fog, and you're reaching for that third coffee just to function, this is for you. I'm going to walk you through the 4 best methods I found for steady, all-day energy and a clear head, without the jitters and without the crash. And at the end, I'll show you the one thing I added to my mornings that made the biggest difference. Sprinkle mood boost, a caffeine-free drink mix you stir into your coffee, a smoothie, or water for steady energy and calm focus. So stick around the end for that. If you're new here, hi, I'm Tara. I'm not a doctor or a nutritionist. I'm just someone who spent years running on caffeine and crashing every afternoon. So I admit I got a little obsessed with trying to figure out how to stay steady and clear-headed through an entire full workday. So everything here is what worked for me, plain and simple. Okay, so we have to start with why this happens, because understanding that is only half of the fix. Okay, so that afternoon crash and brain fog usually comes down to a few things. The biggest one is blood sugar. When you start your day on coffee or something sugary, for me, I often do tend to go toward a matcha. And then you add like a latte, a pastry. Though it feels good in the moment, your blood sugar does spike and then crashes hard. And it's that crash feeling that feels like exhaustion and that kind of like foggy mind that you usually have. And just on top of that, caffeine itself is just a roller coaster. It just strikes your energy and your stress hormones, and hours later when you come down, you end up reaching for more, which keeps this whole really frustrating cycle going. And then on top of that, add in being dehydrated, sitting still for hours, and still not sleeping well. And that's all because of that late afternoon coffee. And there you have it, you built the perfect recipe for the wall you hit every single day. And here's why it's worth fixing. When your energy is steady, instead of spiking and crashing, a few things end up changing. Your focus holds fat the afternoon instead of that crash, because a lot of times what we call afternoon irritability is just your blood sugar and caffeine crash. And your sleep gets better, which means you wake up clear instead of like that foggy feeling. You get your whole day back and not just the morning. And here's the good news. Steady energy is mostly built from your simple everyday inputs. Protein and fiber at breakfast, complex carbs instead of refined sugars, which I do know that one is super hard. Water, daylight, movement, real sleep, just like a combination of all these good habits. And then there are a few specific plant compounds. Green tea for calm focus, and functional mushrooms like lion's manes, adaptogens that help your body handle stress. None of this is like a new exotic concept. The hardest part is just staying consistent with it. And this is exactly what these 4 methods are for. Method 1, start your day with steady fuel, not that spike. This is the single biggest lever. If your morning starts with just coffee and sugar, you're setting yourself up for just a spike and crash. And that is before your morning even starts. So what you're gonna do is pair some protein and fiber with your first meal. Eggs, Greek yogurt, oats, a little bit of fruit, and you're gonna have your coffee on a full stomach, not an empty one. Just this one change alone flattens out that roller coaster before anything else on the list. Method 2, you're going to get your caffeine under control. I'm not gonna say you have to quit coffee, I definitely haven't, but most of us are using it kind of like to paper over being tired. And then we all know that at a certain point, that definitely backfires. You're going to cap how much you drink and cut it off by early afternoon, because caffeine can linger in your system for hours and quietly wreck the sleep that's making you tired in the first place. Managing your caffeine is literally how you get off that spike and crash treadmill. Method 3, beat the slump with water and movement. Not another coffee. When that 2 p.m. fog rolls in, your normal instinct is to go for a third coffee. But why don't you try water and a 5-minute walk first? A surprising amount of afternoon brain fog is just because you're sitting too long and also a little bit dehydrated. Get up, get some daylight, get a full glass of water, and you'll often clear that fog without piling on more caffeine. Method 4, and this is the one most people miss. Give your brain calm, focused inputs, not just stimulants. Stimulants like coffee push you harder, but they don't give you calm, steady focus. They give you wired focus that crashes. There are plant compounds that do the opposite. L-theanine, which is something that you find in green tea, and that smooths out the caffeine's edge and supports calm concentration. And then there are the functional mushrooms like lion's mane and cordyceps. And those two support clarity and steady energy. And then there's one ingredient that most people haven't heard of, but I'll come back to that one in a second. But yeah, you can get some of these from food and tea, but getting that real consistent dose is actually pretty hard. Which brings me to the gap. So here's the honest truth. I'm a big believer in building your energy from your habits first. The breakfast, the caffeine timing, the water, the sleep. But we all know life gets busy. Some mornings there's really just no time for a perfect breakfast. And that coffee habit is super hard to shake for most of us. And getting a real dose from something like lion's mane and L-theanine, let alone that ingredient I keep teasing, from food alone, it's tough. And so for the days the gap doesn't get filled, I reach for this. And this is Sprinkle Mood Boost. So what is it? Mood Boost is a caffeine-free drink mix you stir into your coffee, smoothie, or just water in the morning. And it's for steady energy, clear focus, and a genuine mood lift. What I love is how simple it is. It's actually unflavored, so it mixes so easily into literally anything. And it just disappears into whatever you're drinking. No chalky taste, none of that sludge at the bottom of the cup that we all know about. And it's caffeine-free, so the lift comes from the ingredients themselves, instead of a stimulant. It skips the sugar entirely, so there is no crash. So for anyone that wants to know exactly what's in it, let's dive deeper. Because all 4 ingredients earn their place. The first one I keep teasing, Kanna. Kanna is a South African succulent that's been used for centuries. And its active compounds, the mesombrine alkaloids, are thought to gently support serotonin in your brain. In plain terms, that's where the real mood lift comes from. The calm, the ease, the feeling of being a slightly better version of yourself by mid-afternoon. And here's the thing, Kanna is almost nowhere else in this category. The big mushroom coffees don't have it. That's the ingredient that actually makes you feel the effects of mood boost while others do nothing. Then there's L-theanine, the green tea compound for calm, focused attention. Lion's mane, the mushroom for mental clarity, and cordyceps for clean, steady energy without the stimulants. 4 ingredients all doing real work. And there's no mystery propriety blend, so you can actually see the doses. And here's how it's different. If you've tried mushroom coffee before and felt nothing, there are usually 2 reasons why. Either it was missing an ingredient that actually does lift your mood like Kanna, or it still had caffeine in it, which probably took you right back to that roller coaster crash. A lot of popular ones are usually just coffee with mushrooms blended in. And energy drinks are the opposite of steady. They're pure spike and crash with a pile of sugar or synthetic caffeine. Mood Boost is built to be the steady option. Caffeine-free, sugar-free, and actually felt. So here's some quick facts. It is a 30-serving jar, $60 for a one-time order, or about $36 on a subscription, which comes to about $1.20 per serving with free shipping. It's lab tested, it's got over 250,000 customers, and more than 10,000 verified 5-star reviews behind it. And here's the best part, there's a 45-day money-back guarantee. I'll also be straight about who this isn't for because not every product is for everyone. Well, for one, it's caffeine-free. So if you're looking for like a hard jolt to feel wired, this isn't for you. This is a steady lift, not a kick. It's also unflavored. So if you're hoping for like a flavored mocha-style drink, this is built to disappear into whatever drink you're already having. It's not the drink itself. Not to be the drink itself. So here's the bottom line. Steady energy and a clear head are mostly built from your habits. The breakfast, the caffeine timing, the water, the sleep, all of it. Do those 4 things and you will genuinely feel a difference. And on the days that you need a little extra, I grab Mood Boost, and that is what I use to fill the gap. Mostly because of that one ingredient nobody really uses. And with the 45-day money-back guarantee, trying it literally costs you nothing if you realize it's not for you. So if you're looking for steady energy and focus without the jitters of caffeine, or if you're just trying to get off of that afternoon coffee roller coaster, give it a look. It's at trysprinkle.com, or you can use my code. Thanks so much for watching, and here's to getting your afternoons back.